RWBY, Volume 9, Chapter 2, Altercation at the Auspicious Auction. I love alliteration. Alright, no, skipping the intro, that's, no, too early on. Plus, I just noticed that Jean was crying while his sword had a little bit of blood on it. Penny, perhaps? Where's my boy Jean? We didn't run into him yet. I'm fine with us never running into Neo this volume. Not gonna happen, but I can dream. I like how they show up all this stuff where it's like, look how we've evolved with our designs. Yeah, evolved. We'll go with that. Depending on your preference. Let's just say I have my own preferences on what characters look like. Should I do a tier list on the RWBY character clothings? Probably not. What's the cat? Oh, like I don't know what the cat is. Who am I kidding? It's basically the freaking poster child of Volume 9. Not little, that cat. And I'm trying to keep as spoiler-free as possible. Not likely, but I'm trying at least. The more comment I was going to make about the looks is just like, let's be real here. Next volume, they're probably getting another redesign, because it happens every 3 volumes. Well, actually, every 4 not 4, but it's Volume 4, they got a redesign. Volume 7, then they got a redesign. Odds are Volume 10, they're gonna get it. Then again, I also made a prediction that in this volume we'd see the Summer Maiden, and I made a bet with Winter's Gift about it. And she didn't tell me what happened in the thing, but she did tell me that I lost the bet. So yeah, there's that. I could be wrong. It's happened before. Yeah, you're in a fairy tale. Oh, guess what? You're already in a fairy tale. You're in all the fairy tales.
Thinking about this in silence, or
I know this place is weird, but a fairy tale. I mean, that's impossible.
No, it isn't in this series. Also, fairy tale, it's impossible. Well, if only I knew anything about the fairy tale anime.
Actual fairy tale. Are we seriously entertaining this?
Do you have a better explanation for what's going on?
Well, let's try to be more logical, shall we?
How?
It fell from the sky. RWBY made friends with a tiny mouse. Friends! Blake and I got caught by killer vines, and you got your arm stolen by a what was it that you said?
A talking raccoon riding on a purple wagon filled with trash.
What?
Yes.
How do we be logical about this?
Okay, I see your point of view. I am going to go over here now.
It do be like that some days.
Driving a little trash wagon. Why not? Probably has a little driving wheel too. As crazy as it sounds, something about this is familiar.
What do you mean?
The girl who fell through the world.
As Oscar set up in the previous season.
I think we're in the ever after.
The ever after?
Blake, that world is make-believe. It was just part of a story we all read as kids.
It's not make-believe. It's where I live.
Can you tell us more about it? Have you ever heard the name Alex?
And Alex, is that a purpose?
In the story, Alex fell from the sky and met with the hunter mice. Got trapped in vines, bought a Jabberwocker, and got her knife stolen by a talking raccoon. Yeah.
Huh.
Then she beat the Red King at a board game, met the curious cat, the rusted knight, and finally got out through
a tree. Let's just skip to the end and get to the tree.
Do we go to the tree, look for Alex, Yang's arm? RWBY, you're still missing Present
Good point.
I'll bet the Jinxie Peddler has it.
Jinxie Peddler?
The Jinxie Peddler? That's the only talking raccoon I know.
Do you know where he might be?
Why is just having a mental breakdown? Almost as bad as RWBY. God damn you, mouse!
So the town is just ahead, right?
This is not the Stuart Little reboot I was expecting.
If we're going to
Okay, that was kind of cute.
We need to be careful. Alex didn't know their customs and ended up starting a war among the townsfolk. Trouble followed her everywhere she went.
Well, yeah, but she was kind of a mean person, right? She lied and cheated her way through most of the book.
She was trying to survive. The morals of those old stories are so simplistic.
Either way,
And that they're important to know for your life. Because if you don't know, don't be a dick. You're gonna be a dick.
The town's just up ahead. The Jinxie peddler always stops by our village before he goes to town.
Do they
What?
steal stuff from you guys too?
Steal? Never.
Borrow without
Things
asking.
we're not looking at. Fair's fair.
Sounds like a legitimate business person. How did they manage to steal your arm anyway?
I was knocked out from the fall. When I came to, that sneaky raccoon had already grabbed my arm and ran off before I could stop him.
It's probably the only way you could explain it. I was knocked out.
unarmed.
Oh, don't you start!
How disarming. I guess we'll have to catch this.
About time.
For what?
Them.
Nothing.
Don't worry. We'll find a way out of here, and then we'll go back home. Weiss?
It's all gone. There's nothing left for me to go back to. Just like Beacon.
You did the best you could for Atlas, Weiss.
But it wasn't enough. We hatched a crazy plan that put a whole kingdom at risk, and we don't even know if we saved the relics from...
Well, you didn't.
Maybe John and Winter were able to get them out, despite everything.
I
Despite
wish.
us.
Well, Jean's here in this world, so you'll be able to find out.
I know that Penny... I know that was a lot to hear.
We're both going through a lot. The heck?
So this is the entrance to the other acre, you called it?
Yep. All we do is cross the bridge and we'll be, well, wherever over there is.
What do you mean wherever over there
You don't
is?
Nope. Never been this far from home.
Then how do you know what's across the
Maybe we
bridge?
should go back?
I wouldn't have any idea how to go back. Maybe I'll live by this bridge.
Oh my god.
I'll handle this.
Built in a house, my very first house. Gonna find my purpose in my best house.
Would you like to come with us?
What are you?
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Yeah. What the heck is this?
Just act like you belong, everybody.
We don't!
Wanted to
It's
be
obvious
alone,
we don't.
but I'm still just small.
Okay, that was surprisingly deep. I've always
There it
wanted to
is.
belong.
So what's the strategy? Just start roughing them up or what?
Oh,
In the book, Alex had to barter with Jinxie for her dagger.
Yeah, I think I'd rather hit him.
I would not advise that.
Welcome, one and all!
He's adorable.
And a lot older than I remember from the book.
Older?
I
How do
am
you know?
Jinxie, and these are the finest treasures of the acre.
None of them
don't
was her
see
arm.
My arm. All of Jinxie's treasures are just other items in disguise, so that people think they're buying something extremely valuable.
Okay. So, which one is Yang's arm?
The staff, most likely, because it's
What
gold,
does
like her
your
arm
heart
is.
tell you? That's how Alex knew.
I mean, that one looks roughly arm-sized-ish.
It looks the most based off it.
Ruby?
There's something about that one.
What?
First item. The diamond-studded rabbit. You! Jinxies.
How are we going to bid without any money?
I don't think there's any money in the ever after. Jinxie just names whatever prize he wants.
What did Jinxie want from Alex?
Her saddest memory. And her happiest.
Sold for a hug.
Hugs are very valuable.
Maybe this won't be so bad.
I mean, yes.
Second item.
Especially if your name is Penny.
Scepter. You!
Huh?
The bidding starts at
No, I was the first one to.
knowing what it is to feel loved.
Oh boy.
A fair price for some, I'd say.
Knowing what it's like to feel loved by royal decree.
Sold!
Wait, that's my arm.
Whatever it is, it's royal property now.
Well, now I have to fight the royalty.
His Majesty's birthday.
First item.
Birthday.
We tried it your way, Blake.
You!
Ruby, what are you doing?
Bidding starts at enough hope to fill this jar.
I don't think Ruby has much left.
You don't have enough, do you?
No. I know, we'll take little. Ooh, she stole it. And she didn't get away yet.
You little...
Well, yes, I am a little.
Leave that alone. You can't touch it until the deal is done.
What? It's a sword?
It's a fake!
Oh, it was the arm.
I'm going for it.
Finally, a fight scene.
Fair's fair.
Well, you got a weapon now.
I got it! Ruby, come on!
Okay, there's your hug back. Gotta have a refund.
Those people take auctions very seriously.
Well, duh.
High five?
Oh, for frick.
High five?
They're gonna have fun
Doing
with the
the
Mr.
same thing
Potato Head
Alex did.
joke.
We're ruining everything.
That's your
Well,
big
we're the
story
Alex
now?
now.
I've read so many stories. I never thought I'd be the moral of one.
Oh, now you're the main character.
Ruby?
I couldn't explain why, but I was drawn to it.
And now it's raining again. What is it, Britain? There's a rain shower every 5 seconds.
Now it's raining on just us. That's it. We're getting out of this nightmare. Alex went to the tree, right? Let's go.
I don't think it's gonna work like that. In the book,
We are not in a book. And even if we were, we know how it ends. Right over there.
Is no one going to fall? Oh, for frig! Ruby already tried this. It didn't work.
Stupid tree!
Ooh!
Yeah, already tried that earlier. You can't get any closer to the tree that way.
Well, then
We
what do
have
do
to
now?
follow the
We've
book.
got my arm, but we still don't have Crescent Road.
This is not Weiss's
Idea
episode.
how to get out.
This way! Somebody's sad! I'd be sad too, if I ruined the royal birthday.
These
Oh.
guys again.
Blake, what did Alex do next?
she went to the Crimson Castle and beat the Red King in his own game.
Well, I guess I know what we're doing next. What?
Hands up! You treasonous birthday ruiners!
Okay.
We want to go to the birthday party. We want to go to the birthday party.
Well, too bad, because we're going to... Oh, yes. That's where we're taking you, as prisoners, for stealing royal property.
What if I offered you something better? The weapon of a powerful warrior.
Ooh, go on.
Not just a powerful warrior. The most powerful to ever live. She was touched by magic. She gave her life for thousands. She took a message of hope to the stars. And she saw the world through better eyes. Take us to the royal birthday and allow us to present this most precious gift.
Yes, by royal decree. Come on, men. You heard her. We've got a birthday to celebrate.
Ruby, are you sure about this?
Not really.
We may not know exactly what's going on, but for whatever reason, this place is putting us on a similar path as a book we all read as kids. I say we follow it. And stop pretending we know what we're doing.
Been pretending that for a long time. Well, we're gonna have a birthday party next episode, so more hijinks ensue, evidently. Yeah. That sword clearly meant a lot to Ruby. If I have to guess, given the spoilers I know about this season, it belonged to her mother. That's just a guess, though. Again, I've tried to keep spoiler-free, but you can't keep spoiler-free on the internet. It's not scientifically possible. You're gonna get a spoiler on something, whether you like it or not. Yeah, I figured that was Weiss's arm. It just made Weiss's arm. Yang's arm. It just made the most sense. Or this could also be a case of be like, it's the last thing you'd expect, so it'll look the least like it. Everyone's having it tough this season. I mean, Blake and Yang are taking this pretty well in stride, but that's because they have each other. Weiss and Ruby don't have anyone. The only person that Ruby could trust is deceased, and Weiss only has the gang, and she didn't really have many to go off of to begin with. I guess she has a bit of survivor's guilt in the fact that she feels that she let down Atlas, because she doesn't know the ending of that story. She doesn't know that her family made it out well and alive, and that her sister is a Winter Maiden. As far as she knows, Cinder succeeded in getting the Winter Maiden powers, and, well, you know, Atlas fell and everyone died. I mean, to be fair, I don't know how this ends. As far as I know, everyone died in that storm. Can't rule it out. This is RWBY, and God forbid we have happy endings. At least nowadays. Yeah. Lots of weird hijinks in this, too. I feel like a lot of this season is going to be going, what? But again, that's most of me for every season, so what's the difference? Yeah. It's also gonna be learning to like that little. But I'm sure I'll get over it eventually, get the hang of it eventually, right? Wait. But hey, you got Blake's arm, and it's not. It's late for me. I got Yang's arm. Ruby's got a weapon at least. She doesn't have a crescent rose, but she has something to defend herself, even though the freaking Royal Knight toy thing just took it from her, but hey, it was something. She can throw a punch. We established that in Volume 5. She can't throw a haymaker. She's not completely defenseless. Plus, she still has her semblance. Actually, we haven't seen a lot of semblance. We haven't seen a lot of fights in this season either. I mean, it's just started, yeah, but Usually in the beginning of the season we get a Grim fight or something just to warm up the season, but we're not going to get that this season, I don't think. Because none of the Grim came to this world. I mean, there might be one or two, maybe? I don't know. I can't rule it out. But that's not going to happen this season. I don't know. Well, we're going to a party next season, so next episode, so hopefully things will get better. I don't know. Maybe I'll invite Winterskip for the next episode, or just hound her to download it for me. Also, it's weird that we're in this ever after thing, like we're just now the main characters replacing the main girl. It's just weird. I don't know how I would react to that. Just like imagine you just wake up, like I don't know, fall morning and you wake up and you're the main character of Jack and the Beanstalk or something. How would you even react to that? I mean, then again, that's a good chunk of isekai things on fanfiction.net, so they seem to manage to get through it pretty fine, so why not us? We just pop in the middle of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Hey, look at this, we're suddenly in Dragon Ball Z, and we're the main character. Cool! First thing I'm gonna do, Ka-me! If let's be real here, if we've got transported to our favorite shows, we'd just be like, okay, I know the first going to do this thing I've always wanted to do. Too bad they can't have that fun, because the fairy tale world goes off of the world of weird. But they were already doing some pretty out of this world stuff, so it's like, what else can you do? Not much. I mean, if you go up to the standards of like Jack and the Beanstalk or something, or Little Red Riding Hood, it's like, I mean, yeah, it's a little whimsical and stuff, but that was pretty down to earth by some standards. I mean, compared to like an anime or something, it's like, that was actually pretty well grounded. I mean, aside from the fact that there's like a talking wolf and a giant and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, it's Earth. So you can't really do much. I mean, yeah, there are fairy tales that aren't that, but you know, a good chunk of the famous ones are like fairly normal, so if I was transferring the world of like Jack and the Beanstalk or something, I would be able to do anything cool, because yeah, the highlight would be slaying a giant, which to be fair, slaying a giant will always be cool, but you know, I feel like I'm just being around the bush, but you know what I'm trying to get at here. And if you do, tell me, God help me, because I don't freaking know. The point is, just I don't know how I would freaking relate to being in a fairy tale world, but other than just being confused. And I feel like I would be in Weiss's shoes, is what I'm trying to say. Just trying to make sense of any of this, and all of the world just refuses to give you any form of logic. Just try to find any form of logic for the universe to go, no. Repeatedly. No. Poor girl. Blake and Yang just rolling with the punches. RWBY gave up a long time ago, unfortunately, just because her plan failed in Volume 8. And Weiss just trying to make do with what she has, but there's nothing to get out of this. I guess I'll just go along with it and pretend we know what we're stop acting like we know what we're doing. I mean, that's just essentially going through life. Just roll the punches and pretend you know what you're doing. Maybe you'll get lucky and you might be right about one or two things. I don't know. The thing that hits the hardest is the fact that RWBY didn't have enough hope to get by. Like, remember Volume 1 and stuff like that? She was like a bundle of joy with so much looking forward to her, and now she's just given up. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you grow up, RWBY. You have a lot of hope for the humanity, but then you turn on the news. Yeah. But sometimes there is a story where people are good, so, you know, you gotta have a little faith in humanity. I don't know, get it for life. I'm rambling at this point. The video's been over for like 10 minutes, no one's watching, so I'm just gonna stop it here. You all have lives to get back to, and I'm just keeping you from it, so yeah. Bye.